to the Best Self Podcast. Do we have a rock star with us today? If you're able to see the monitor right now, man, you can see what I'm excited about. And Michelle's not bad either. We've got the big man, Jerry, and Michelle Lewis, International Humanitarian and freaking phenom in the department of fantastic human being. I am so excited to hang out with you, sister.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yes, we've been able to stay in touch. It's been an absolute blessing. You're only the second person I've ever had on twice. And there's a reason for that. You are an absolute blessing to anybody you come in contact with. Your smile is infectious. Your positive attitude is incredible. You live by giving. Your living is giving. And man, if we could all surround ourselves with people like that, what a life we'd all lead. You're on this cool venture right now. And I read, I think you said my biggest flex right now was just showing up as the real me. What,
yes.
You want to go into that a little bit?
Absolutely. Last time we talked, I was telling you about a lot of the mental, spiritual, and just growth that I've done as a person. Now I feel like I'm actually not I have come into who I am as a woman, as a friend, as a humanitarian. Just, I am me now. I don't shy away from anything. I don't shy away from my past anymore because I've really healed it, So one second, come here, Jerry. He's too big now. But yeah, I think there were certain points in my life where I would make myself smaller to be digestible. And now people can choke in the most respectful way. Mm-hmm. And I think that's big for anyone. You have to truly learn yourself and always convey that to the world, because the people that are supposed to be in your life, they're going to rock with that, and they're going to rock with it heavy. So that's where I'm at now. I'm myself. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of where I've come from, and I'm proud of where I'm going. So,
so good. I get so excited listening to you. I could just put myself in a muzzle and listen to the Empower the Barrios B.E.S.T for the next 20 minutes. You talk about all that stuff. You have an incredible journey. We won't get into everything, but you've had some traumatic stuff overseas in the military. I mean, people hear you and see you right now. They may not realize the IUDs. You survived 3 IUD attacks, right? It was
yes.
3. Yeah, you
yes.
You had that, and then you've been on NBC with The Rock, and you had all this stuff. And this is, again, another one of the many amazing things about you. Have all this stuff, seemingly have everything going for you, but you felt like something was missing. You felt like you had a higher calling, and you pick up and you move to Colombia, which is not, you don't hear that too often. You know what, I'm going to go. And you pick up and you move to Colombia, and you start working with Empower the Barrios. What prompted that switch? That's a big move.
So what actually prompted this switch was, years ago, I always said that I wanted to do something major. I didn't know what that would be. And through my healing, being in the military, being deployed, you see a lot. I've seen a lot as far as just death with children, because truth be told, we weren't just fighting Iraqis there. There were women and children. A lot happened. And part of my healing, I realized I want to give back for the things that I feel that I wasn't the best person at one point in my life, regardless if I was taking orders from higher or not. And this is big for me, giving back and just helping the kids. I, for the longest time, because of my PTSD, right away from children, because I had seen the light that no human being should. And so I moved here. I actually moved here without ever stepping foot in Colombia. So Jerry's and I's first day in Colombia was the day that we moved. And within like a month, I met Steve Cha and Mace. They're the founder and co-founder of Empower the Barrios. And I just felt it in my heart. These people, they have no tie to Colombia, just like me. They literally are just here doing good, just because, not for an award, not for money because we're nonprofit, we're solely volunteer ran, donation funded, and it just spoke to me. And I feel with them I can grow as a single person and also within a family of people that are like-minded. And that's why I always tell people, elevate to where you want to be, and the people will meet you at the top. And I now am surrounded by compassionate people, understanding people that, because I've always said I don't really care about, and it's nice to be in a circle of people that feel the same way I do, not just about themselves, but about life and others. And it's an amazing thing. Amazing. I'm every day for it.
So good. I feel so good just hearing you talk about that. I agree. I'm not saying money's not cool or that I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm still a fan of it, but I've literally never looked at one stipend in my entire life. I don't even know what I made last year. I measure life by impact. I mean,
Yes.
I want to, and I think you and I align that way. We're both we love, our juice is people. Our juice is
Yes.
people and impacting people. And I love that you talk about kids. I feel you 100%. So how has this experience that you're currently rocking right now, how has it helped you? Because you decided to invest in you. A lot of people don't take that step. A lot of people believe that dreams are just that, a fairy tale and a dream, and they don't really follow, they don't pursue, they don't take that first step. How has you investing in you helped you get comfortable in your own skin?
For one, betting on yourself, it leaves you no other option. So every day, like when you decide to step out, I literally stepped out on the water as if it was concrete. When you do that and continuously do that, it's just like anything else, it's a muscle. I feel like the more you choose yourself, the more you choose those good things, you stay on that path, it becomes easier. And in that, I found strength within myself. I do draw a lot of my strength from my faith. I'm a woman of God. I also pray to Goddess Kali. She's a Hindu goddess. But it just strengthens you, because once you start doing it over and over again, just like the gym, you're like, oh, wait, I can now pump 50 pounds of iron, oh, now it's 100 pounds of iron. And literally you just build your self-esteem just like anything else, but it takes work. It takes sitting with those insecurities, naming those insecurities, understanding them, figuring out the root cause. And I did all that over the span of the 3 years before I moved here. I realized that, Michelle, you do have some childhood trauma. You lost your mom. Well, my mom's not dead, but I was taken from my mom at 5 to come live a better life in America. A lot of trauma came with that, military. So in sitting with it, it strengthens you. And you just and I tell people, just keep getting up and doing it every single day. You don't realize you're out of the storm until you're out of the storm. I really didn't realize the growth that I did until one day, like I was here. Obviously I could see it from the outside as everyone else does, but like I prayed one day and I broke down and I cried just because I realized, like, girl, you made it. Everything I said I was going to do, what I promised myself, what I promised to the people that love me, like I stood down in it. You have to stay in the trenches, because it is, regardless of where you come from in life, mental clarity only comes from really sitting with it and sifting through the problems. It doesn't come from listening to 1,000 podcasts. Yes, that can help, because I have those motivational speakers. You're one of them. But you have to really sit with yourself. And that's what I've done. And it just, hey, we're strong. Our minds can conquer the world. I truly believe that. I really, really do. And I don't think it's just me. I don't think it's just you. I think it's everyone. Get it,
Get it. Yes. Let's do it. So you believe that life happens for you, right? Do you
Yes,
believe that?
I think go and make life happen for you. Because if you let life happen to you, whoa, that's scary.
Right.
Now I actively seek, I actively manifest, I work, and with a combination of those, you can create the life that you want. And I tell people, it doesn't matter. Literally, I have been broke to the point where I was eating 1 sub sandwich a day, like lentils, working 3-4 jobs, I've been janitor at one point in my life, you know? And I also tell people to do not equate where you are with where you're going. This is just a phase. Just like when you start working in the gym. I started off at 115 pounds. I eventually got to like 125. It takes time. Anything that's good in life, whether it's love, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a job, it takes time. If you shoot up to the top of something, you're probably not going that high.
Right.
You know, that's how I look at it. It takes time. You got to really be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace and understand you're going to make mistakes. That is not a testament to who you are as a person. That's a mistake. And I've made a lot in my life. So
you're dangerously getting close to being classified as a human being. I mean, I've been sitting here thinking there's a cape somewhere behind you, Superwoman or something, but I guess you're flawed like the rest of us. Yeah, man. So, man, what an empowering, incredible life. I love that you're comfortable in your own skin. Do you think that you've also learned a little bit more about gratitude? I mean, you have fantastic running in your veins. So you had some of it before you started your current phase in your journey. But do you feel like doing what you're doing right now, giving, serving regularly, has given you a little more gratitude?
Most definitely. I can speak to one emergency aid mission that we did. We got there, 13 families lost everything. I think 10 homes burned down to the ground. And I have pictures like on my Instagram about it. These little kids feel so happy. They were happy to playing like little hand games, like pity pat. And that just, I literally had to go to the side and break down because it showed me like we complain, me included. I've been that person before. Am I her now? Absolutely not. But we complain about the little things, not understanding that there are people making work with a fraction of what we have with a smile on their face. And I'm here to tell you, like, gratitude is the happiest mood. It really is. Because as soon as you start feeling like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, look to the left and right and realize there's people making it work with even less. And the moment that we wake up out of bed, we should be grateful. A lot of people weren't on the wake up list this morning. There's so many people that died this morning, no longer. And that alone is something to rejoice. Then coupled with the fact, me moving here, so I left Sri Lanka when I was 5. My mom and I lived in an orphanage/convent together, very humble beginnings. It really showed me who and what I could have been, if my dad didn't come get me. So that I feel so much gratitude from that alone. Every single food drop I do, I see myself in those little girls. I see my mom, and I'm grateful. Like I got a shot at life that a lot of little Sri Lankan girls did not, and I'm grateful for that. So I'm always going to honor that. And it makes me want to cry, but I will always honor the chance, because I didn't have to have it.
Right. So, man, thank you.
I
love you. Can I please get you 24/7, please? You are amazing. Hey, let's talk about Empower the Barrios.
Yes.
Let's talk about, I mean, if people haven't jumped on the Michelle Lewis train yet, man, I don't know what planet they're on, but now let's talk about Empower the Barrios and how they can jump on that train even more so. You were talking about things earlier and becoming, and I agree with you. I mean, life doesn't give you, it's not about, what you get is part of it, but who you become is everything. And I feel that's your deal with Empower the Barrios. How has that impacted you? Can you give us just a little snippet of, because people they may not realize just a little bit goes a long ways. I know you've got some stats on there, like on how much money can feed a family of 4 and stuff like that. Can you kind of go into that a little bit?
Absolutely. So just to kind of give a brief synopsis of what's actually going on in Colombia, we are literally, I think, right under Haiti as far as in 2022, we're going to be facing acute hunger, meaning thousands of people just will not have the basic necessities. That's another reason too, where we're starting to do emergency aid. There's a lot of flash floods that happen here and entire homes are wiped out, but these homes aren't just housing one family. They're housing 5 and 6 families. There's so much displacement and that's another thing too. I think we are second in the world for migration. So a lot of Venezuelans are coming here, and you got to think Colombians already don't have the basic necessities. So now we're putting more population of just people that don't have the basic necessities. So that's what we're working towards. This year, we were already doing the food drops, but this year we've also implemented education, because one of the big, you can't just give a man fish, you have to teach them how to fish. So we started an English program, because that's our big thing. We want to teach them English. That is going to open up so many more jobs and literally just help future generations on future generations. Emergency aid is another one. And getting back to the food drops, $7 feeds a family of 4 for now 4 days. It was a week, but just like America, sky prices are skyrocketing.
Right. So, pull yourself together over there. Pull yourself together over there.
$7 bag is now $13. So we've scaled it back a little bit, but we're still doing our food drops and doing everything. So like I say, donations are amazing. We love them. $7 a day could go so far, but also the reposts, actually reading our captions, actually caring, giving a damn, you know?
Right. Yeah.
I can post a hot pic, hundreds of likes.
Right.
I post something that means a lot to me. You know, I don't get as much. So I challenge people, dig a little deeper. Yeah, I'm cute, but that's a tiny little piece of me.
Right.
You know, I really want to empower the barrios, push the name, push the mission. There are people here that give their all. Steve Cha, like that man right there has impacted me so much, and he doesn't even realize it. I can't wait for him to see this. Someone that does not come from this background, a retired poker player, didn't have to do any of this stuff, you know? A lot of people get that money and just do whatever. The fact that he came here to the slums and is in the trenches, like that has motivated me so much. It keeps me on my path, you know? And yeah, that's all I want from people. Just care a little bit. Care about something outside of yourself. And I'm not saying that people don't, I know they do, but really try to do that every day and watch how life changes. I'll tell you this, there's nothing I can't ask for now, because I do the work and I the most humble way. It's not that I'm the smartest person or have all this money, but I put out good. There's nothing but good coming to me, and I truly believe that. So that's why I just challenge people, put out the good every single day. Even when you think about putting out some bad, reverse it back to good, and it's going to come back.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm going to have to hide this episode from my wife, because I've said I love you probably a dozen times in 20 minutes. Yeah, it is so true. We assimilate with the people we associate.
Yes.
So, you know, you're hanging out with some cool cats. Some of them are the ones you're serving, some of the ones you're serving with. And ideally, you know, the whole pay it forward concept where, man, people see what you're doing. And like you said, you used the word cute. You have a lot of really cute posts. But, you know, the you that you're aiming for, man, if people could see what you're doing, if people could just hear this podcast, hear this episode, see what you and your pals are doing, and then start associating themselves with you, reaching out, following you, sharing, reposting, donating, man, now life is getting good. Because, you know, I always talk about, and you want to see someone that's not happy, you ask yourself internally, are they serving? Because I've never met a person that hasn't been happy while serving. You look at you. You're at one of like the happiest points of your life right now. If I'm you know, you're so happy right now, and you're serving.
The difference in who I am now and who I've been when I was happy before, I'm at peace. I never felt the peace that I do now, because I'm living in purpose. I'm doing what I was put here to do. I've been happy before because I've made a lot of money in real estate. I've been on TV. I've been the hero, but now I was never at peace with that. That wasn't what resonated with me. It was amazing, and I'm so grateful for every experience. But happiness with peace, whoa, that is a combination. A combination.
Dynamic duo right there. Maybe you do have a Kate back there somewhere. Yeah, peace is the new success, right? For you? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Man,
heart.
You are a beast in the most beautiful way, girlfriend. Hey, real quick, we're about to finish up. I'm gonna kick you loose and send you packing. I cannot wait to visit you down there. It's gonna be fun. But
Yeah.
what has been your favorite food since moving to Colombia? What has been your favorite thing? You're leaving tomorrow. You're not coming back anytime soon. You've got to have this. What has been your favorite food that puts you in the mood?
Oh, woo! Fried whole red snapper with
Ooh.
coconut rice, arroz de coco, and salad, and the I can't always the what is it? I can't remember. Oh, the plantains, the smashed bananas.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's so good. Like my absolute favorite. And then I love all the fruit. Literally, we have like all this crazy exotic fruit. Like it's amazing.
Love it. I love it. I bet it loves you. All right, sister. Well, you've got 30 to 45 seconds. We're 5 continent wide, 60 plus countries at the time of this recording, listening to the queen herself right now. Can you please talk to them for 30 to 45 seconds? How can they become the best version of themselves? How can they out-improve the previous best version of themselves?
All right. Be you, whoever that is. Do the work to really find out who that is, because throughout life, we lose that, him or her. Get back to that little girl, that little boy that you once were, and build from there the most purest form of you before the heartbreak, before the trauma, before everything. The world's your oyster.
Oh, that is so beautiful. Oh, man, I just love this. You are the best. I hope your day is an incredible one. I am so appreciative. If I could have a roster full of Michelle Lewis's, if we could have a roster full of Michelle Lewis's in our workplace, on our teams, in our friendship circles, in our communities, man, we'd be tough to beat. So, and I love that big man Jerry. For those that aren't seeing the video feed, Jerry is the rock star, her rock star pup, who is, let's see if he jumps up. He's not going to jump up on the lap right now, but he's a cutie patootie. He's the real star in the show. So,
and faux hawk.
Got the faux hawk going, looking good. I got my first dog about 12 months ago of my entire life, and he's a little petite golden doodle, and I just love him. I can't believe I didn't have a dog my entire life, and he's just a game changer.
Unconditional love, the best kind.
I remember you saying that way back before I even had a dog. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. So I'm appreciative of you, friend. Thank you for all the good you're doing in the world. Make it a great. Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
And thank you for caring. Like seriously, I feel your energy, and I pick up on energy even through a phone conversation. You truly care. You truly care about your audience and just the betterment of people outside of yourself, and that's a blessing. Don't ever change.
Thank you so much. That really does. I think the hair on my skin just raised. Thank you so much. You make it a great day, friend.